world, for today is day 205 of the Rogue Revolution. AR, after Rogue. Look, here's the thing, beautiful people. The whole world has gone a bit wobbly. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the whole dang structure is being flipped right upside down. 5 years from now, there's only going to be two types of people. People who've been coasting on that wave, who've been surfing transformation throughout society, and a bunch of people who wondered what the hell just happened. Me, I'm just your humble host here to defend the battleground that is your mind. Because guess what? I don't care about whether or not the robots come for any one person's job. We're all going to find new jobs. Art will be fine. What I worry about are the bad guys deceiving the good guys. We have to develop the habits, the routines of being one step ahead, which means we have to know all the ways that we can be fooled. That's the reason that we walk through the back catalog of Scam School episodes and a little thing that we call Scam School School. Scam School School, the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. And today, we're learning how to be the center of attention in the room by doing a stunt that will maybe be impressive for the people around, but will absolutely be impressive to the person who's experiencing it. You're going to see a brief moment in their eyes of confusion that flashes up for a bit. Coming up soon, we got robot brain interfaces that are making music. We have objectively the world's best dancing robot. That's 100% brought to you by Penny. Thank you very much, Penny. Appreciate it. All right, we're going to jump right in with this episode of Scam School. Here we go.
Ways to make them look like idiots and you to win free beer. This episode of Scam School is the science project gone awry from GoDaddy and Gamefly. Welcome to the show, now manufactured with 100% kosher beef. Scam School, the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. I'm your host, Brian Brushwood, and this week we offer you not one, not two, but three feats of impossibility, because we're going to take advantage of leverage. All right, Drew, you want to make 20 bucks?
Who doesn't?
All right, now you'll make 20 bucks. I will give you $20 if you can pull this off. If you can't pull it off, I mean, it's a simple stunt, but if you can't pull it off, then you can buy me a beer, and that'll be your way to weasel out. Fair enough?
Deal.
All I need you to do, put your left foot or your right foot right against that wall, and your cheek touching that wall. And I tell you what, all you gotta do is lift your foot up off the 20 for 6 seconds, and it's yours.
Not just the front of my foot, the whole foot.
The whole foot. Lift your whole foot for 6 seconds, and it's yours, man. 20 bucks, come on! Come on! What's there? Lift it up, you gotta lift it up for 6 seconds. You got nothing, oh, come on, you got nothing. All right, dude.
I can't do it.
Nah, of course you can't do it. That's called the laws of physics, sir.
Peek on the wall.
That's right.
Left foot.
Left foot up for
I
6
need my
seconds.
beer counterbalance. Sit, all right.
Oh wait, I didn't think about that. Shit, this is the wrong kind of wall for this. I just learned a lesson.
Oh, I need a fuller beer.
That's it.
Yeah, it's not happening. It's not happening.
Wow, man, that is
Dude,
fast.
I love video games, but just last week, no lie, I paid full price for one, brought it home, and it absolutely
Which one was it?
sucked. I should have rented from Gamefly.
I actually don't remember which game that was. But man, it's really interesting. This is one where you got three very short, to-the-point, punchy leverage scams. And so we go pretty quick to the ad break here. We're less than, I think we're at the ad in just under 2 minutes, which is very, very fast. Also, this is kind of a middle ground. You can tell that these people are fans. They came out for the show, and you can tell we're starting to get rid of the adversarial conceit, but there's still enough vestiges of it that it sounds kind of weird. Here we go.
Well, considering I owe you so much for beer, yes.
Wait,
All right,
there we
I
go.
will give you 20 bucks. All you gotta do is stand square against this wall.
Like, face first?
Yeah, no. Like, put your heels up against the wall, put your butt up against the wall. If your heels leave the wall or your butt leaves the wall, you lose. But if you can reach forward and pick up that $20 and stand back up, it's yours. Hold on, try again. You can get all the way back up.
All right.
Chopsticks.
We'll see. Oh man, that's a hell of an idea. Let's see. Oh, come on, willpower. Ah! You want to try again? You can try again. It's the same $20. There we go.
The chopsticks ruined it.
Chopsticks.
Way to go, Matt.
You're gonna blame Matt for the whole thing.
Genius.
Get that shit off. What are you doing? Ah, you bastard! That's right. I'm gonna kick any fingers that try to grab anything. You know what? Yeah, knees straight. That's the rule. Knees straight. What are you doing? I say your butt can't leave that spot and your heels can't leave that spot. What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
What's that, Penny? Yeah, I know.
Sorry, I don't have a crazy straw.
Can't leave the wall. Can't leave the wall. No!
It's done.
You thought you had it though,
No
didn't
good.
you?
No good.
Going once. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, Penny, you were saying that.
You know what's great about GoDaddy.com? Not only do they feature
hold on.
99.9% uptime in their hosting,
so,
not only
yes,
do they have
all of these you want to
24/7 tech
be able to
support, but
specify
their
everything
domains
right at the
are
very
so
top.
ridiculously
But in this
cheap that
case,
you could
again, I'm
register
so
one
struck
just
because
to annoy your friends. We call it
eventually
domain
the show would
snacking.
become
You've
the
seen
kind
it
of thing
before.
where I would
Travis
begin
Lowe's
with,
registered
hey
spiking
guys,
at
I
gooseback.com,
heard about this one,
pointed at
let's
me.
find out.
Dodd Vickers registered the
We're still
worst
doing
show
the,
on internet.com
the domain
and
smacks
pointed
at this
me.
point.
I'm sensing
But
a theme here. But the important thing
there's
is, if you
also
wanna
part
get
of the
cheap
alchemy of
domains
this,
for
because
less
keep
than
in mind, this is back in the early
$7.5
days
and
when
get them
Brian is
forwarded to
just dumb
anywhere you want,
talent,
absolutely
where
free. Make sure to use the
Brian has
new
nothing to
code.
do with booking the
New
venue.
code, scan
We
in
don't know
and
who's
check
going to
out.
show
Not
up.
only will that get
And
you
a
the
lot of
domain for
times, a bunch of people have,
$7.49,
like,
you'll be
I would
keeping
submit
Scam School
ideas for what I
business
wanted to do,
yourself,
but the
swimming in free
couching of
drinks.
it, the framing of it, oftentimes I didn't have anything to do with.
Brad, mass hypnosis on a singular basis. Hypnosis, as it's otherwise known. I want you to sit down, make yourself comfortable, lean back in that chair. Just relax, relax everything, relax. There you go.
Oh,
Nice and relaxed.
I think I won the beer.
That wasn't the challenge, unfortunately. The actual challenge is, and this is not, I don't like betting a beer on this one, because if you bet a beer, people get like hostile and they start kicking at you and stuff. So let's just keep it friendly, right?
I might still kick at you.
I'm going to claim that I can create what will feel like hypnosis, right? I'm going to reach forward. Now, right now, you feel like you could get up at any moment, right?
I do.
See,
Yeah, I'm
totally
pretty
easy,
good.
right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my thumb. The moment my thumb touches your forehead, you're gonna find it hard as hell to stand up. You won't be able to do it. All right?
Shenanigans.
Relax it. Relax everything.
All
Your
right.
hands stay there. Your feet stay there. There we go. Just gotta touch right here. All right, stand up. You can see in the eyes. You're like, this is bullshit. Oh my God. Stand up now.
Indeed.
You totally didn't believe that, did you? You're just like, there's no way this is gonna be hard. Wait.
Stomach muscles. Crunch.
All right, sit up. Holy crap. How the hell? Wow. All right, the thing is on the chair thing, when you sit down, first of all, I make it visually, look how relaxed I am. I'm ridiculously laid back. So even if you guys only sit back half as far as I do, you'll notice from a side view that your head is actually the farthest back. All of your weight's up in your knees, your thighs, your waist, and your arms are all out in front. So at this point, you have, go ahead and stand over here. Let me get you over here, Matt. Put your thumb on my forehead. Now at this point, I have no leverage at this point. Like literally, all I have is my back.
You are at my will.
I hate you, Matt! So you have all the leverage and there's no way to stand up. But what's cool is you think it's so easy to stand up that you have this moment where it's just like, what the hell is wrong? And it makes everyone else laugh at you, dude. I love that little gag. Good job, fellas. A lot of flexibility with this gag. You can either do it just to tease people or you can use it to score free drinks. Either way, I want to hear your stories of success and failure at the boards at scamschool.tv, where you can see all of our episodes right back to episode 1. I also want to hear about what you want to see in future episodes of Scam School, so write me directly at brian@revision3.com. If you're doing the Twitter thing, you can follow the show at twitter.com/scamschool or find out when I am in your hometown hosting spontaneous Scam School meetups at twitter.com/swood. Next week, very important, we got a university professor who claims he has a method to never get a hangover. I just hope it doesn't involve not drinking booze. See you next time.
Oh man, that's a crazy one because in this case we actually have the goods is all in that last one with that leverage stuff. As a matter of fact, nowadays if I was doing this, I would recouch it a little bit different so that it became, oh, that's what's going on there. There we go.
This is, hold on. Hey, take a look at
Wait
this.
for it.
Here at Scam School, we use nothing less than Challenger brand quality chair products. Challenger, when you need to sit, it's the products. Lot of flexibility with this gag. You could use it just to tease your friends or score a free drink. Either way, I want to hear about your success stories and failure stories. So post them at the boards at... What the hell are you doing, Josh? I thought you were a goddamn professional. Dude, you do not move away from the star like this. Come on! You bastard! Villegas!
So the Penny, had you? I don't think I ever tried that gag with you, did I?
No.
Here, I'll tell you what.
Because it was, well, I was
What?
just thinking while I was watching that. It's crazy how different everything looked when the world had only existed for 6 years.
When the world was only what?
When it was 6 years old, yeah.
Oh, when you were 6 years old.
No, when the world was 6 years old.
Does that mess with you to see how old everything is?
Yeah.
All right. Well, here I'm gonna walk over there. I'm gonna do the thing.
Okay.
Get yourself situated, and I'll be off mic. But
What?
here. Let's do it. Here we go. In this case, there we go. I think this works. So, all right. So at this point, hopefully you'll feel it. But all you do is you just barely touch, and it's like try to get up. Okay, so I guess in that case, yeah, no, the rolly chair matters. Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, no, I can feel it's like weirdly hard.
But that's one of those where you get a genuine surprise, and of course that's the heart of all great magic is you surprise me that 2 and 2 right in front of you convince you it's 5 and then reveal the truth 4.
Probably why I like comedy magic is such a good combination.
Yeah. Oh, here, make sure that mic is.
What? Hello?
Yeah, there you go.
What?
Aimed at you. There you go.
Yeah.
Good job. All right, guys. So here's the thing. Some of you guys know that this episode we're all the way up to February of 2010. So we're at a place where, there we go, where the episodes are coming out concurrently, but not all of them were runaway hits right at the outset. Some of them got discovered later. Some of them never got discovered. We've seen episodes as few as 4,500 views and as many as 1.2 million. So you guys are going to engage in degenerate gambling by heading on over to Guess Attack, GUESSATTACK.com. Place your bet. How many views do we think this episode got? And we start with Koro Meturiku at 69,420. BioCow. Oh, no, I already clicked it. Whoops. Here, I'll just refresh. There we go. Kuro Meturiku. BioCow, 77,666. Oh, yeah, it's Adam with 1,204,285. Kuro Meturiku with 1,204,285. G. James B. with 1,204,286. Ben Trott with 103,000, Cliff with 29,000, Curtis Hoffman with 25,000, Joey 666 with 30,000, and the real winner is the actual number. Penny, what's your bet?
This one.
Yeah, how many views do you think it got?
23,160.
23,160. 1.2 million. Wait a minute. Did you guys fudge? Because there's a lot of 1,204,285 view
It's a very fudgeable method.
guesses. I did not know this one exploded. How did I not know this? That's amazing. I was afraid that the game, and I am not responding to all 1,232. Look at this. The pinned comment from Scam School is, hey, are you enjoying Scam School? You got to check out our brand new series, The Modern Rogue.
Brand new.
Isn't that crazy?
5 years ago.
8 years ago.
Oh my god.
Yeah, 8 years ago was when we moved it to its own channel. How crazy is that? Not Scary Steve suggests I get my intern to respond to them all. Thoughts?
Sure, man.
Sure?
Yeah. I mean, oh no. I mean, like.
Work is work.
Oh no, I'm getting paid.
That's true. How excited are you to not have to be looking for a job?
I mean, like, it doesn't. It's not like I'm not looking for a job. It's more. It's like, glad I don't have to look for a job for a little bit.
Yeah.
Gotta have a little bit of space to be out of college.
Yeah. Eventually.
Just, by the way, chat.
Oh,
last week-
speaking of which, Penny made her first. Here's Penny's first contribution
yeah.
to the show. Is we have to objectively. We'll probably get a content ID on this. That's fine though. But here we go. This looks like a Unitree robot. Good recovery. Good recovery.
Clearly wasn't how it was supposed to go, but pulled it off.
The whole room just quiet. Beautiful. 10 out of 10. Okay, so I heard once that people only laugh. Annie, are you okay? People only laugh in two situations. We laugh when we're surprised, and we laugh when we feel superior.
I wonder what was possibly going on there.
Well, and what's funny is the laugh, because also one of my theories is that we don't laugh at anything. Like we need a human on the other side in order to care and to laugh about it. And so in this case, the humans are kind of the
people who built
trapped,
that thing.
awkward audience.
Oh, I was thinking like the people who are putting on the show.
Well, that too, right?
Who
Because we
screwed it
feel
up so
we
bad.
feel awkwardly like that Schadenfreude instinct,
Yeah.
right? Where it's, and again, it's not that we love being bad. It's that it's literally, it's what we're bioengineered to do. Hold on, I'm trying to. What is going on? I'm trying to put both of us in this same shot. Oh,
I think what really, two things that sell it are the absolute cartoonishness
yep.
of the scrambling
Yes.
and just the agonizing awkwardness of it just lying there dead.
Well,
being
and
dragged
so
away.
again, that's the other thing is because what we're doing is, and this is what Steven Pinker's new book, When Everybody Knows What Everybody Knows, ... is about. It's about hidden knowledge becoming common knowledge. So right now, nobody knows at first whether or not the mess up is part of the show. But the moment the guy awkwardly comes out, it's very clear that it's not part of the show. So that hidden knowledge becomes common knowledge, which is why we get that delight of solving for a thing. Like this right here.
And like the contrast between the genuinely impressive choreographed movement
Exactly, right?
and the
And then, yeah, exactly. And so it totally messes with your mental model of like, is this going well or not? And then it's like respectable moonwalk. But then you also, your mental model, you're watching it go back to the place where the bad thing happened. And so now you're making a prediction. You're like, are we about to see the And so at this point, now we're in uncharted water. We have uncharted territory. So it's like, all right, well, I wonder where we're going here. And the answer is...
Nowhere. We're sitting here. We're all in this together. We're all just waiting.
It is just so agonizingly long.
It's just the fact that anthropomorphizing, it looks like it just died right there on stage.
Or whether or not he's died, or he's just so
He's so
ashamed that
ashamed.
he can't
get up.
He
He's
can't
just
move. Oh, and then when the guy walks back, he's kind of not even slinking. He's just all like, oh, what do we got here? And then, so now the question becomes...
And also the fact that at no point does anyone turn off the music.
Yes, or the lights, and then also, but now at this point, we're at a gateway moment where everybody is making a mental prediction of like, do you lift him up respectfully? Is he going to press a button and bring him back to life?
Reset it to
Is there a
standing
chance it can
position?
flail and punch or something like that? Get ready for the first injuries from a humanoid robot. But instead, he's just hanging his head in shame.
Sort of fast walking back.
And also, it's not like it's like they haven't prepared for this at all. They don't have an offstage. Oh my God, that's so good. That's incredible. Do you want to go see the Mandalorian and Grogu? I don't think it's going to quite be the same flavor as Andor.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah. You want to go see I Love Boosters?
I don't know what that is.
It's from the guy who did Sorry to Bother You, which I love it because it's good art. It also is... It's highly politically motivated, or at least I don't know, is pro-labor and pro the socialisty kind of stuff. But I loved it because it made me feel deeply uncomfortable as a small business owner.
I'm not terribly sure.
But-
I remember that it being like. Vaguely, I think I recall this coming up ages ago.
Yeah.
You talking to Mom about it, and you said Mom wouldn't have liked it.
Oh,
past
no.
a certain
Oh, no,
point.
no. Well, because I guess I'll spoil it for you. It starts off believable small world,
Yeah,
guy
and
who
then it
we
gets,
like.
gross.
Yeah. Oh, no. Like basically, it takes a hard left turn into, oh, yeah, no, there's a magic chemical that turns you into horse laborers with giant horse dongs, and and then
I don't think I'd like.
well, and I don't know if there's a similar beat in I Love Boosters. Let me see how it's marketed. I Love Boosters, Boots Riley.
It's time to get loose!
Get your camera out. Let's go live. You know the egregious theft that's been happening at my stores. The boosters take my clothes because they're low-class urban bitches.
Chrissy Smith knows we exist. I call it triple F. Fashion, forward, philanthropy. I know how to spell philanthropy. Branding, though.
For that, you're a raw-ass, make it happen, hustler.
Give it to me. It's mine anyway.
In fashion, humanity is our canvas. But the Velvet Gang is reducing our margins. I can bob and weave.
Yeah, so this looks like a big anti-capitalist movie. You want to see an anti-capitalist movie?
We gotta get it back for that. I have a plan.
Together, we empty out every single metro designer in the Bay Area.
We gotta take what's ours.
We should coordinate.
Well, what are we waiting for?
They're taking everything.
Yeah, I guess so. They're small-time boosters that graduate to Grand Theft.
You okay?
Yeah, we should probably go see this.
You boosters just take like you.
Is that meant to be a big dong? No. It just...
We follow this plan to precision. Their wig game is crazy.
Damn.
I'm gonna need you to trust me.
We have to make her cry.
All right, that's usually... Let's see if it's still 100% Rotten Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes. Where's boosters? 91. Yeah. Although, I don't know. 65 is pretty good for a Star Wars in the reviews.
Is it?
I mean, the bar... Let's see, what are the Star Wars movies at? Give me Star Wars. Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker was 51%.
It's just like an action.
Oh, that's interesting. A lot of Star Wars fans kind of hate that. Solo was
liking it.
all right. 69%. Revenge of the Sith has no business being 80%.
People have come back around to being nostalgic for the prequels.
I know. Well. I mean, that was when we found out just how agonizing things get. Like, say what you will, he had a vision and he executed on it, and it was
like a budget. He didn't keep flip-flopping guys.
Yep. Rogue One is at 84. Huh. Interesting.
I don't know. It's like, unfortunately, Baby Yoda's become a minion to me.
I know,
He's a
right?
minion. I just can't.
Is it going to precociously be a weapon of mass destruction yet again? I don't know. Yeah. Well, we'll see all of it. We'll watch all of them. All right, so I thought this was a... Oh, by the way, shouts out to Cub reporter Sign, who found this for us. By the way, if you guys have stories that you want us to take a look at, just head on over to officehours.themonorogue.com, officehours.themonorogue.com. We got a big old janky bucket here that we could take a look. This one is, I thought was really interesting, and I'm not going to lie, part of the reason I'm interested in it is quite simply because it looks, I was thrilled with the low view count. It looks like whatever this is an interesting, esoteric, small project. But this dude has, well, here, I'll let him explain.
I have 6 Utah arrays, which are made by BlackRock. Each of these arrays are 4 by 4 millimeters. They did a full craniotomy and placed them in 6 different regions of my brain. This one brilliant grad student, Sean Darcy at Caltech, took the time to come up with an algorithm that allows me to create tones with my thoughts. The trippy thing is I can think different types of thoughts, like humor. Certain neurons will activate. If I think about moving, other neurons will activate. That mere thought generates a change in the tone. It feels kind of like jazz. It's a new form of music, literally.
Johnny not forever, but he's still in the game. He's a liver and a giver with no monetary aim. Ideas are model, so always be around. He's a cybernetic triceratops. I'm way ahead, all hooked up. Got a chip in my brain, head in the cloud.
So this is interesting. Penny, how much of well, I guess the whole news hook here is he's got a brain implant and he could think thoughts that get made into music. The fact, and I want to be thoughtful in how I phrase this. The fact that he's a paraplegic, that he's disabled, and that robot stuff is making possible this level of artistic expression.
I mean, what's going on here is that it's a control mechanism. Nothing's being done for him, you know?
Yeah, but then also, it's a really interesting, confusing time for the arts because, like, I think it's unfair to. I want to believe that all arts could be objectively kind of judged based on skill or whatever, but very clearly, the subjective nature of his story, the fact that all of this AI-generated imagery is stuff that he couldn't physically do, makes me more excited for this expression of it.
I mean, he never talked about the music video part of it. Just like.
Well, I think in the notes it says that the music video was made by so-and-so, collaborator or something. But I would imagine that there's a lot of discussion about what types of imagery, like what decades they're drawing from and all this stuff. And I guess, I wonder if I have a bit of a skewed perspective on this stuff because I've gone through the Hollywood machine and I know how not far off, like there's an awful lot of video content from 20 years ago that we want to believe was just, one or two plucky people, but that very definitely is a whole team of people and a lot of pooled resources. I don't know. It's a really interesting, confusing time. ATL John Boy says, isn't it also clear how much of the conceptual heavy lifting the AI was doing? I don't know, to be honest. Because, of course, that's the part that... That's part of the reason that everybody's so anxious about AI art in general is because it's very hard to tell where the human is. And it never feels good to find out that what you thought was skill and talent was not. There was one time that somebody showed me my name with these awesome flame stuff on there. I was like, oh my God, how did you do that? And he just shrugged and said, Photoshop. And I was like, my God, he's so gifted and talented. He was able to do all this with Photoshop. 6 months later, I found out that it was literally a default filter on Photoshop called Inflamify or something. And then I felt like a dipshit. I was just like, oh. And the weird part was he didn't lie. It was Photoshop. But I misattributed the excellence of what I was seeing to technical skill. And then I felt dopey later. I think that it's going to be a minute where we're just all going to be feeling that a whole bunch.
Yeah. I guess my feeling about like...
And by the way, we don't have to unpack her. We can just make fun of things. You don't need to be...
No, I was just thinking, like, the video, the whole time I was looking through the video, like, I love very digital things, very digital aesthetics and such, but as the video was going through, I kept being like, well, it kind of could have achieved this with, like, sort of a collage style, maybe with stop motion. I think that it just would have been cooler to me.
Well, and I think that is part of the reason that I'm so encouraging to artists is the topmost quality will always be human done everything. Like when we get to when you buy a chair, you get thrilled to find out that it's handcrafted by artisans, Amish people or whatever. Like we want humans to do everything, but there's a trade-off. And I think part of the reason that I'm so sympathetic to new artistic mashup types of creation is because you had a whole subculture in America in the 20th century, 1970s or so, that were disenfranchised, let's say inner city African-American population, and then allegedly, and this is an overgeneralized romanticized version of the story is that there was some riots or wherever where a lot of audiovisual equipment was stolen in New York. And then it ended up showing up in the hands of folks who were having, block parties in the street where a lot of hip hop culture was created, where people would play just music in a loop with allegedly oversimplified stolen equipment. And they developed a new type of art form called rap. So when I was young, when I was your age, Penny, I guess when you were 16 or so, there was a lot where I grew up in a small Texas town where people hated rap, and it was never clear to me why. And I didn't know how much of it was slightly racially tinged. I didn't know how much of it was they were comfortable with things they understood in country music, like that is a cowboy playing a guitar or whatever. And this other thing, it was harder to know what was skill. And of course, I was in high school when Vanilla Ice did Ice Ice Baby, which was kind of like that Photoshop and Flamify thing, where this is the beginning of sampling culture, where everyone's like, oh, this is just Queen's Under Pressure, a real song that somebody's rapping over, therefore sampling bad. And then meanwhile, 5 years later when I was in college, Prodigy had Smack My Bitch Up, which is all 100% stolen samples. Did I ever show you the assembly of Smack My Bitch Up? No. Let's see. Assembly... Smack My Bitch Up. Recreation or something? Yeah, here we go. So look at this. This is somebody who breaks down the entirety of this, and it's all stolen samples.
Listen here.
And so on this piece of art, it's easier to see where the human is. And then eventually it gets...
Change my pitch up. My bitch up.
And eventually you get to very clearly what the collage is trying to be, right? So at any rate, I don't know. It just feels like we're in a middle ground. And I think that's what interests me about this project is that it tickles new and interesting kind of collage stuff. By the way, Kuro Metariku says, great HR move. Playing someone playing Smack My Bitch Up on the first day of having a woman intern. Whoops. Yeah. We should have some kind of way to establish a take. Like, we should have a way to punch out of a segment discussion like that. How many...
You should have a big red blaring alarm. Goes, take warning. Take warning, there's a take.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that's a great idea. What can we do? Oh, wait. Oh, no. Penny, this is how old you were when that episode of Scam School happened. Oh, wait.
G-G-F-O!
That's when you were 6. Is that weird?
Oh, my gosh.
Isn't that wild?
This big.
Yep, that's right. Star Wars Collision Alarm. Yeah. I don't think I have that one. I'll have to get it. We'll have to...
That's a great idea! Yeah!
There we go.
I was 6 and you were making me say fuck, apparently.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Truly, GTFO could stand for anything.
Yeah. G, the Fun Orchestra. There they are. Hold on.
Yeah.
There we go.
Fun Orchestra.
Yeah.
E.
The fun orchestra. All right, so I guess we'll wrap it up. I feel like we should feel like we've solved something by the end of a program. We got
You
to.
want me to give you a math problem?
Yeah. Or at least a society problem. So this is one thing. We'll take a look at the cord killers rundown because. Oh, go ahead.
My take is largely that I don't like when AI feels like it's making decisions for you.
Yeah.
And like as a visual artist, definitely just knowing by how AI works, there were so many decisions that a visual artist would have to make that were made for you by the generation of a video like that.
Well, and what's funny is, like, I mean, we see watching the old Scam School episodes where there's a lot of, in fact, just now I was apologizing for a bunch of decisions, like the fact that if I was to do it today, I would have much more on purpose. I would frame things differently, but a lot of decisions were out of my hands. And so what emerged is a collaborative project that has a lot of DNA of what I like and what I want in there. By the way, shouts out to Sculptoroid. Thanks for joining us. But it's not entirely the thing. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm sure we'll solve it by the end of this summer. I was thinking of calling this the summer of the scam, Penny, because we...
You told me, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think this is the third time that's come up.
Well, okay, welcome to the rules of morning radio, DJs. You do a lot of repeating. You have to assume...
It's weird because the first two times weren't morning radio.
Well, yes,
related.
but now you have to be in the headspace of just assuming everybody got here right now. Because even if they click play at the beginning of the video, everybody scrubs through it. Some people, the real ones, the real list of the real ones are the Diamond Club who are in the room.
Woo!
Then there's very close to real ones who press play
Watch
and
the whole
have
thing
this
right
on
through.
while they're working on other stuff.
Yep.
And then, yes, I see Twitch chat, BioCow. And then there's everybody else who clicks on a thing, and for example, they're like, "What's the brain interface thing?" And they skip through the Scam School stuff, and they get to it. And then, but those people all need to be reminded as though we're hearing it for the first time. So there's that. All right. You got anything you want to say to the nice people before we wrap it up?
Thanks for coming.
That's good. I like that. I'm for it. All right, guys. What is this stream about? We're figuring it out.
It's about, well, at the moment, it's about ending.
Yeah, it's about 5 minutes from ending.
It's a meditation on impermanence of endings and how you're gonna see us again tomorrow.
Yeah, that is true. You will see us again tomorrow, and tomorrow we'll have more planned out. We'll have a segment. Peace out, Star Woman.
Woo!
Thank you very much, Dylan Theus. See you next Sunday. See you in us. Oh, wait. You know what that means? That means it's time for us to do my favorite new thing, which is, wait for it, 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 wait for it. There we go. There we go. And office hours brought to you by gentlemen, warriors, and scoundrels like you. Special thanks to Kuro Mechiriku, Dylan Theus, Magic 51, James Cobalt, Curtis Hoffman, Oh Yeah, It's Adam, Cliff Horn, Joey 666, Jonathan Hazlitt, Adam T. Peterson, Banterat, and G. James B. again. Thank you, BioCow. Thank you, Ego. We'll see all you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.